didn't get into meditation for a spiritual journey. It was for me to increase my power and efficiency. That was really it. And it has, because when I'm centered and when I'm at peace and when I have clarity, that's when I'm at my most dangerous. Oh yeah. What's up, gang? It's been a minute. I've been wanting to talk about this for a while. Because I think it's really important. Meditation is something that has saved my life. And why I got into meditation may surprise you. Now listen, meditation is a huge part of the spiritual journey. But it's not this huge ethereal out there thing for me, right? I was very fortunate from very young. We lived with a shaman, Maria Mar, and she exposed me to so many different ideas on spirituality, like male and female shields, energy, how the spiritual journey affects us personally. So from very young, I was introduced to these ideas, and I was able to articulate it and experience it and observe it. Very fortunate, that led me into meditation, and I was open to the ideas, because when I got into meditation, it was literally like 8 years ago. I've been doing it for a good number of years, man. And it was kind of an out there thing. It wasn't popular, and I'm really happy that it's so popular now, and it's part of the zeitgeist almost, and it's very mainstream. You can get apps for it. It's not this abstract thing that's, what are they doing? And it's more and more part of everyday conversation, and I'm so happy because it's so healthy. But there are some things that, I speak to friends of mine and people in my circle and acquaintances, and I feel that there's just some things that I see, and I'm like, wait, what? No. So today is just on my experience, because I feel like, we are authorities on our experience. That's all that I'm an authority on. I'm not an authority on meditation. I'm an authority on my experience with it. And that's why it's important to share these experiences, because then we can reflect on our own. I actually got into meditation not for a spiritual journey or for a spiritual reason, but because there was so much noise in my head. Like all of us, our minds work over time. Our minds work so much. There's so much information going in. There's so much deciphering, so many calculations. We're processing things. We have identity questions. We have interpretations. We think, oh my, what did they say? What are they thinking? All of these things just, right? And it's noisy and it's exhausting. And from young, I was like, if I don't get control over this tool, if I don't know how to use it, it's going to be my master. And that's something I can't afford. So I started asking, how can I get my hands on this and start using it as a tool effectively? So it was very strategic and it was very practical, my interest in meditation and getting into it. Over time, I just learned a few techniques, and honestly, I've been doing the same meditation for years. It's a meditation where you go through, especially after doing yoga, I'll go through all the chakras. Now, if this sounds crazy to you and is wild, like, if you haven't heard about it before, it is kind of wild, or you heard about it from people you don't really surround yourself with, I get it, But it's not that deep. Again, it's your own journey. It's your own process. These are just processes to help you engage with parts of you, right? Whether you believe in chakras or not, doesn't matter. Meditation is just one of the processes, and this is just one meditation. There's another great meditation where you can focus on a candle or For me, the purpose of meditation is to quiet your mind. I've had some of my most effective thinking done after meditation or during meditation. And the number one misconception I hear about it is that people are like, I sat down to meditate and I tried to, but I just couldn't quiet my mind. And listen, after years of meditation, I still can't quiet my mind. Some days there's a lot going on. And some days after meditation, I'm at peace. Some days, I'm so triggered about things that they just rise to the surface. But the purpose of meditation is to be able to take a step back. It's to just look at the broader picture. It's like you're looking at all of the pieces. Instead of being in the thick of it, you're able to observe from a distance and then choose where to move from there. And that's how it's so valuable. And that's how it saved me from myself and all of my triggers, because you're able to emotionally disengage. And the thing is, yes, our emotions guide us, but our emotions are also governed by our thoughts and our perceptions about ourselves and everything we think we fucking know, right? So being able to disengage emotionally takes so much charge out of things that might not have anything to do with you. And they can just help you, right? And that's why I feel it's so powerful, especially today where we internalize so many things. Like, what? No, we all need to chill. And meditation is the best chill. There is no better chill than a good meditation. I promise you. Okay? And I'm not one for hype or hyperbole. I promise you. All of your faculties, all of your parts of being, it's about bringing it together and not being so dispersed. So, if you're starting meditation, if you're having a difficult time, you've read about it, you're interested in it, just know that you don't have to quiet your mind or not have any thoughts going on in your mind. You just have to take the steps back, and slowly you'll start experiencing it yourself. And it's come to a place for me where before gigs, before meetings, before presentations, where I have to be supercharged and I have to be on, You got to realize when you're performing, I feel like I'm in my super being, because I have to be aware of what's happening. I have to be aware of what I'm delivering, performing. There's all the technical aspects with mic control, sound, interpreting. Are you engaging? You have to adapt, right? And if I'm not centered in that place, I'm gone. So before gigs, I would often just silence my mind, quiet my mind, and be able to navigate from there. And it's really made me that much more powerful, really, truly. And some of the best ideas I've had, and Russell Simmons has also said this, is from meditation. And it's come to a place for me in my meditation practice where I can physically feel the vibration raising. And I know that sounds crazy, and it's not that crazy, actually. We all vibrate different frequencies. And what I try to do now with meditation is, if something's bothering me or I'm triggered by something, I'm sitting through it, I'm breathing through it, and then I can pick my frequency from there and I can tune into something else, right? Whether that's a mantra or it's a dream that I aspire for, And I think it's so powerful for us to be able to tune into different frequencies and choose the frequencies we want to be at. Because at any given time, you're in a frequency. And you know what? I'm going to back up here, because it's kind of crazy talking about these things if it's not part of your world, or it's not, you have opinions about it without experiencing it, right? So on meditation, just know that there's no right or wrong way. It's your practice, it's your time between you and yourself, you and your soul, you and God, you and all your emotions, all your triggers, you and your psychology, you and your dreams, you and everything about you. It's your time to piece it together, to put things where you want them to be, to remove things. You know, we have so many patterns and programs that we systematically play out every day, and we're not even aware of it or conscious of it. And that's where meditation allows you to take a step out of your daily routine and actually observe yourself. It's powerful. It's really, really powerful. It's something that I would teach my kids. It's something that I would teach people that I love, is the power of it and how to engage with their power. Because for me, clarity is the only thing I ask for nowadays. You know, it's the only thing. So let me know on your experience with meditation. You know, let me know where you are at with it. If it's been beneficial for you, if you've been doing it for a while, like, what is your focus and what is the meditation that you do? Have you tried different types of meditation? Like, I'm really curious because don't get to speak about it that much as just something that you do. You know, like, we speak about our workout routines, we speak about the gymming that we do and all of that shit, but this is like, it's becoming more and more of a conversation, of something practical to do to be more effective people. I'm not even speaking on, you know, your spiritual or esoteric journeys. It's a practical thing and tool to make you more functional. Not even functional to get you to your super being. I'm not hyping it up at all. So anyway, let me know even if you need some help, or like you're trying to get into it, or you're curious about it. You know, there's a lot of great resources out there. So yeah, power to you.